Hey everybody, welcome back to a Game of Thrones. To start this out, I want to just go ahead and thank everybody for the amount of support that you guys are giving me here on the channel. It's great to be able to upload a video and within 12 to 15, hours, which that's a decent amount of time, but at the same time, having 80 views on a video that on a channel that's been dead for the last, I don't even know, 8 months to a year. These videos it's a breath of fresh air for me. I've not been able to post or find a game that I enjoy playing to be able to record with in a while. And I play this game just for fun all the time, and I don't know, I just thought that I wouldn't be able to do CK3 videos very well on this for recording. Plus my computer was a little lacking in certain areas, and this game is, well, as anybody who plays CK3 knows, that after you get about 50 years in, you can't play the game anymore. It's so laggy. But I upgraded a couple pieces in the PC over these last couple months, and it's been about 6 months, and I've just been kind of collecting parts and putting stuff in as I get them. And I can actually play this game, and it's pretty decent now. It's still going to be rough as you get to the 200 years in, 300 years in. You got thousands and thousands and thousands of people in it, but that's part of the experience, having to scroll all the way out like this to let it load, or scroll all the way in like this to be able to move a couple days at a time. It is what it is. But I do appreciate you guys a lot, and I do thank you guys for watching the videos and stuff. If you guys have any recommendations, leave them down below. I'm backseating and stuff. I at the time, it's nice to see certain recommendations. I don't care about backseating, truly. You can give me your recommendations, what you guys think I should do. That's fine. I can take some of that into consideration, but most of the time I play out these kind of lives where I let the game decide how the game's gonna go. Like, the only decisions I'm gonna have are things like when we go to war, marriages. I'm not going to really have a say in our children growing up, other than setting their education traits and things like that. Like, I'm not going to forcibly go after certain traits. Yeah, I could search for a handful of some people to have really good traits, inheritables, like quick and genius, things like that. But at the end of the day, it's like, you're not really going to know that stuff if you're playing it, or not even playing it, if you're living this and this was real. It's hard to just find inheritable traits like that in real life. So I like to play it a little bit like that too, where it's like, I'm not specifically searching for people, but if I find someone who is a genius, then it's like, I try to play it where possibly somebody, you know them or whatever, you've kind of experienced that they are smart, and since you see it, and they're, they pop up in your party, or your client, your camp, or your courtiers or whatever, you can use them. If you go into, say, like, if I wanted to marry off my son here, 13 years old, can marry him off to Elena Lannister. Wow, that I didn't expect. It's not the main branch, but it's still a Lannister. Old Flowers, of course. House I think this is House Jast. Yeah, House Jast, Turnberry, Ormai, Waters. I think that's a bastard branch. Yeah, House Brune. She's going to be a bastard of House Brune. But anyway, that's beyond the point. Anyway, yeah, I try to play these things slow. I try to play it more like a realistic style. Let the game decide the story for the most part. If my brother decided that he wanted to go to war with me, he's going to go to war with me. I have control over my lands, and that's all. I'm not going to try to change anything outside of my lands. I could easily, what is this? Don't mind me. This happens where I get, not going to make it anyway. Oh, actually, I don't have a Caravan Master. Let me see. Do I have anybody that's good? 19 speed. Would we make it? We'd miss it by 10 days. Damn it. Okay, no problem. Anyway, what was I saying? Well, I like to play the game where it's, I just kind of let the game decide what it wants to do. I'm not going to go outside of my way to try to set anything up. You know, I'm not going to have it to where I make friends with one of the people who live on Dragonstone, like Prince Aeron, for an example here, and become friends with him, and he gives me dragon eggs when he wouldn't do that. You know, I'm not gonna produce a story like that because there's no point. I'm just gonna let the game do it by itself. You know, if I become friends with the king, organically. Now, when it comes to swaying and things like that, that's an option. You know, we can do that, and that's how you become friends. So I will do those kind of things. But I don't see, this is another bug right now. There are a handful of bugs right now. I'm hoping that they get those things fixed here relatively quickly. What do we got up here? We got some kind of plague going on. Let's go to plague map. There we go. We got camp fever. We got another one up here. Ooh, what is this? Iron Wrath Flux. It's a bloody flux. I don't even know what this is. What kind of thing is this? Fever, delirium, and severe abdominal pain made this character expel blood in the latrines. Ooh, God. Okay, yeah, we don't want anything to do with that. Stay in the north, please. All right. You know, I would love to go down here, but I don't think that this is ever, we're never going to touch this area unless for some reason we get disinherited or something later on, one of our kids, or we get a kid that wants to play in the camp, or like to be an adventurer and wants to be his own camp, go and adventure and maybe make a name for himself out in Essos or in Valyria area. You know, of course, that kind of thing. If we do get a camp, and I could then, of course, steer the story at least a little bit to where he wants glory and fame, and maybe that's the story that he wants to go for, is to go to Valyria, reclaim some of Valyria. Especially if we manage to get some Valyrian blood in us. I don't know. Maybe that could be a long-term story goal where maybe 4 or 5 generations down the line, Lord Aeron's kids marry into the dynasties of the Targaryens or the Valerians here, which I'm not sure if House Celtigar has dragon blood. I would imagine so. What are you? The Hermit of Carriga. I don't think you're gonna have blood or dragon blood. I don't know if Crack Call has it. Does the Scales have it? House Scales, House Brask. I don't know if they have it either. They could potentially, but I'm not sure. I know High Tide. I think these guys do. They're gonna be somewhat married into the. They might have some. Oh no, you're not either. Yeah, I don't know. But for now, we're not worrying about that because that's way outside of our grasp of our area and our time now. So we did take Greywater, or Greyhelm last episode. We're going to take Bywater this episode. And potentially, depending on how long Lord Robin here, the 84-year-old man, lives, we could potentially run our independence this episode. He has a huge military, but I think that if I take Bywater, I'll be at 2,000. He only has Stormblades, and he has 300 of them, which is a lot of Stormblades, but we counter that with our Armored Horsemen and our Storm Knights. So, I mean, yeah. Stormblades counter Spearmen and Heavy Infantry. We don't have Heavy Infantry. The Armored Horsemen counter Archers, Heavy Infantry, and Skirmishers. Storm Knights are Heavy Infantry. Yes, same thing. What kind of military is Stormblades? Heavy Infantry? It's a Heavy Infantry. So these counter... Those are countered by our Storm Knights and Armored Horsemen, which is perfect for us. So we would counter them perfectly. I almost think that we could probably take them on if we have 2,000 soldiers. We could probably take those on. I think we could do it. though his ally has royal crossbowmen, scorpions, armored footmen, and crossbowmen. That would hurt us. That military strength there would hurt us pretty bad, because if I'm not mistaken, they have 600 soldiers. Whoa. They have got a Lord Abros of Fairmarket. They have got a crazy good marriage. Holy crap. 4,500 soldiers. We got to be careful with that, because if he calls in, if they called in all of their allies, we could be screwed. We would get walked. So I got to wait for him to die, because once he dies, I'm pretty sure this goes away. And if that goes away, we have it. I need to take Bywater first, though. So our 59-year-old man is about to declare war again for Bywater this time. And we're going to take it from Lord Varyn the Younger of Bywater, House Bywater. He is allied to somebody, because he has some massive armies. Lady Freya of Prince Pass and Gaiman's Tower. How far is Gaiman's Tower? Oh, he's there. There's only 700 soldiers there. Problem is this one. House Fowler and Dorn. Ugh, God, she's got a massive amount of land. Bywater is not going to be taken. We ain't taking Bywater. We got the claim on it. Let's make sure that Brushmill doesn't have anything either. Brushmill does not. We're taking Brushmill then. Gonna make the claim for Brushmill. Gain some more gold while we're at it. Hopefully can get this. Bywater's guy's not gonna die anytime soon. He's 64. He's infirm, so he could die at any time. And he has Loverpox. And I died. Ooh. Okay. Well, it looks like that that happened pretty fast. All right, Lord. Okay. How is it still going? It's paused. Lord Aeron of Blythedurn has given up the ghost. At age 59, he succumbed to fatal apoplexy. The old man lived a long, fulfilling life. Tristan assents to the realm being an ambitious man. Many expect the realm to grow and prosper under his rule. That is exactly the goal, was to push our claims and become independent. Let's see here. He founded a house. He was dreaded. Level of fame was illustrious. He had a devoted servant. Lifestyle was stewardship. He fought in 3 wars. He had hosted only 5 activities and attended only 3 activities. Alright, we're controlling his Lord, continue as Lord Tristan. Alrighty, we've made a knight. Twist of fate, as I make all the preparations necessary for Lord Aeron's departure from this world, I am interpreted by a page. The fool went and died without any help from me. Oh, that sucks. Alright. One day I'll be like you. Alright, let's pause this up real quick. I got some fixing to do, because we are in a bit of a pickle here. I lost my Castellan because that was me. So we're gonna do Master. Ooh, wait a minute. These guys don't like me. Uh-oh. Thurston. Okay, this is kind of a problem. My vassal, Master Cleston of Mendham. I'm gonna have to pull that out of him. God, this sucks. Nobody here likes us. Why? I'm sadistic. Short reign, sadistic, irritable, limited crown authority. Yeah, this is going to be rough because I'm sadistic. Oof, wow. Alright, looks like I'm just going to be giving this away to anybody. I need to give this to somebody, and to be honest, Master Bonifer of Stormsbrook is the best option here. He does like me now that I did give that to him. And I'm also going to give this to Master Davos, or Davos. It's not the best Castellan. Oh, he's really bad, actually. Shit. That's not what I was expecting. I was kind of hoping that that wouldn't do that. Maybe do Gawain. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm just trying to boost my money a little bit here. Let's go down the... So he's diplomacy focused, right? He's already got Heart of the Family and Firm Hand. Okay. So we have 18, 15, 16. Let's go to diplomacy then. No, you know what? I'm going stewardship. We have to for a little bit. Make some money back because we are in the hole right now. This is bad. The Admiral, we're going to go ahead and assign... let's assign Thurston. He'll like us for assigning him there. We do have a decent Master at Arms. He's 54 though. A lot of these guys are probably going to die and I'll be replacing him later anyway. But it just... God, that really put us in a bind here. They don't have the gold for this. Not endorsed by my Septon. Children lack guardians. We're going to have to actually do that real quick. Send that proposal for you. We'll get you to me as well. Lord Edric, not inside my realm. I don't want to be friends with Lord Edric. My two sons, Arthur and Aeron. I hate Aaron's haircut, but we'll wait until he's a little older to change it. Let's go ahead. And I wish I could squire him. Yeah, offer squire. I thought I was a knight. I am a knight. Why can't I squire my own son? He's not old enough, is he? Okay, so let's go ahead and keep this going. I need to check my vassals now that my dad has died. A lot of these guys aren't going to like me because of this. Who did you marry? Mistress Maella. Well, hello there. Who are you? You're deaf. Never mind. It's not so bad. I mean, Lady Jocelyn of Blythedern here. She's an Idiac memory, which is nice. Forgot I married him off to her. She's not great. Her best thing's intrigue. Oof. Okay. All right. Now I could pull all these guys' lands, but the problem with that is, okay, you need to go. You are negative 100. Let's just start revoking things real quick. Let's keep this paused so that way I can do this. Anybody over 30 is getting their things revoked. Because I just can't do... I'm not going to have revolts. 27, I can fix you. 38, yeah, we'll keep it. 100, goodbye. Yeah, Mendham, you've got to go. Sorry, guys, I just can't do it, man. Can't just have people, just anybody in my cities and stuff. So this castle's held by this guy. He's 27. We can actually fix that. Plow's Bend I took, and this guy's a 70. Also gonna take it from him. There it is. That is just pissed off everybody. I got about 15 people holding grudges against me now. I do have a really nice army of 2250 though, which is quite nice. Let's go ahead and give it to Grindel first. We're gonna get rid of Grindel. We're gonna just start giving these off to our people who are like good for us, like Gawain the Strange. He was a friend of my father's. He would like to hold a Providence. Could actually give him 2 Providences, to be honest. Give him that one and Plow's Bend. How many can he hold? Actually, I don't know. How many can this guy hold? Oh, okay, they can only hold 1, so we'll just give him that one. He's no longer my sworn shield, but that's okay. At least he likes me, and that's all. Wrong thing. At least he likes me, and that's all that matters. So gotta keep him happy. Gotta keep our people happy. My acclaimed knight Gorgon will make him Plow's Bend. Panage. We will give off to... We'll give Bulworth. Yeah, we'll give Bulworth this. He might like me. Yeah, not terrible. I can do with negative 14. That's not the end of the world. Harris, Master Arms, Acclaimed Knight. We won't give that off yet. Thurston, Admiral and Sworn Shield. We'll give him off. which will move my sworn shield, but he does like me a little bit. Admiral again, we need to go ahead and make sure that we keep this updated. Master Benefer, Maester Benefer can go here. And I think I'm holding one more city, yeah, Adadale. And I'm going to give that to Harris, even though he's going to die any minute. Alright, now we need to go back to my court. We need to do Captain of the Household Guard. We'll put Sir Roy Seagroom in there. He's negative 29, but I can sway him a little bit. That's fine. Actually, sorry, buddy. I just realized what happened. I need gold, so I'm not going to be putting anybody else in here. I don't even know why I have a courtsmith. I'm not making anything. What does she do again? Artifact. Oh, okay. And she does boost my her boosts are nice actually. So we'll keep her. I gave away all those cities and I lost a lot of soldiers there, but that's okay. Now that that is done, we do have that going up. We just want to make sure that we don't have revolts here, so that's one of the reasons why we're trying to take care of this. Master Thurston left. Did I just lose my maester? No. Oh no, Thurston's here, right? Isn't he? Yeah, Thurston's here. So he left because he was leaving to go to one of his places. Okay. Lord Durin has hated you ever since you became head of House Varynden. It is a consequence of a feud between House Varynden and Morgan. Alright. So we do have a house feud with them now. Having a feud house with Sir Aeron's family of House Varynden. Hostile scheme against the house will be slightly more likely to succeed. The house is having a running feud with the rebel family. Hostile schemes against the house will be slightly more likely to succeed. Perfect. We do have a house, or a feud against them. We do not have a feud against our brother's family, though. Or, I'm sorry, not our brother, our dynasty head. Not even our dynasty head. Just the head of House Varyn instead of House Varynden. We are the dynasty head of that, which is nice. Let's keep this rolling. That's a poet, or poem, so we're going to do that. Lord Robin. Still alive. He outlived my father. If this man makes it to 80, I'm going to be shocked. That would be crazy if he made it to 80. He's got a regent, doesn't he? No, he doesn't. He's actually... Lord Royce is 44. He looks very old. He's a eunuch. That's weird. He does have kids, so he became a eunuch after. Keep this on pause. I keep forgetting we're pausing it. His army is terrifying now. My influential lord, it is only fair that you have voiced my counsel in recognition of this fact. I hereby offer you the position of counselor. Or chancellor. Perfect. Laura died of being ill. Oh, great. Here we go. Everybody's gonna start dying. My caravan master. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up. Here we go. We got Duranarion. Or Denarion. In Rolling Ford. Where's that at? Where is Rolling Ford? It's gonna be like right in here somewhere. It wouldn't tell me that if it was not like really close. Where's Rolling Ford? It's outside of mine. But has been last seen in the Gauntlet. He's here. Okay. I don't have a pit to put him in. But that would be cool if we could actually tame him. Or get a hold of him. We're no longer legitimate. Oh no, we have a 2 legitimacy. That's nice. Alright, let's speed this up. And he's going to leave this area, which is fine. He's just flying around here. We got King Viserys, or King Aegon still the... Yep. Alright. Here is our claim. See it done, 48 gold. We're 1 gold behind. Oh, my mother died. Of a broken heart, no. Oh, this is so bad. Our family is just dying off. My siblings I mean, we have Lord Aeron, not married. Why can't I marry him? Why can't we marry somebody for him? Lord Aeron of Faunchview. Why? Is it because he's holding land now? Okay, that sucks. I don't know why I can't try to get someone to marry or him to marry somebody. I think it's because he's holding land. I'm not really sure. But my next siblings are 3 and 4. My son is older than my siblings. Lana Varynden, I can marry her off, and I think I'm going to. House Selmy? House Selmy's not a bad one to be a part of. They're reputable. She's also 13. I don't know if he's also 13. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's do age. She is 4. Let's get somewhere in like a couple years difference. 3 or 4, 5 is fine. Tormin or Tommen. House Pharaoh, House Malway. We'll wait to marry, but we'll go ahead and speed this up. Oh my god. Cries of fighting men, the splatter of red blood, and the crashing of weapons everywhere. I scream out in my dream, unaware of my surroundings, of who my friends and enemies are. Swinging my sword without regard, lost in the battle rage, and the hellish terror of the battle. Die, die, die. Oh my god. I'm losing my mind. That's a little scary, to be honest. Lady Jocelyn is pregnant. Alright, Brushmill. You do not have any alliances. We have 1,700 men. You have 800. We are now going to own Brushmill. Lord Edmund's rival. Because I declared war on them, they now hate me. But that's okay. Doesn't matter. They won't be there long. It's not like it matters. They're dead. Alright, we'll go ahead and start sieging this down. Let's take a look at this battle, though, while we're at it. So our armored horsemen, they killed 178 people. Our levies are the ones that are going to lose a bunch of people. Our knights killed 95 people. Jeez. That's ridiculous. Our knights, so Master Enger had 21 kills, but he died in battle. Oh, that's amazing. Sweet, and Aemon died. So 2 of their amazing prowess characters died in battle. We didn't lose a single knight. They had a lot more kills for their guys, though. Oh, man. Their knights had a ton more kills than we did. That's okay, though. We still managed to kill a bunch of people. So let's go ahead and get this done. This won't take long. This will give us our land here. We're losing a lot. I can call my dynasty member to come fight with me. I don't really need to do that. And I can also get that. Oh my god, the money is going so quickly. A tired yet beautiful, blissful smile, Jocelyn prevents me, a perfect little son. Your name will be Kristen. Why do you look sickly? You're spindly. At least you're not my heir. So, it's fine with me. Lord Edmund, Lord Ryman might be called to fight. Are you strong? Not really. Not really worried about that. And it's okay because the fight's over anyway. So, enforce demands. Alrighty then. We have now gained this little section of land. We're actually starting to expand pretty good. Is he dead yet? God, he's still alive. How is he still alive? I can't really expand anymore because now I'm holding 4 holdings. My wife is not good at domain, so there's no way I can actually gain an extra domain from her. Master Bonifer is not good with this. I kinda need a really good stewardship-based character, and to be honest, I married her specifically for the Alliance, so we do not have that anymore. I can't get an alliance. I can't get a... That sucks. I can't get a divorce with her. Maybe I try for a bastard? I don't know. I don't know. I would like to marry somebody else. I don't really want her. I don't know why I would try for a bastard. I'm literally just trying to boost my diplomacy. I have anybody that's good to replace him. My brother, 16. I can replace him. We can see. That doesn't boost me. I think what's going to end up needing to be... I'm going to need like a 31 or 32 steward. So let me look for someone to marry off. Let's see here. I got any women who can be married off? You're 46. I might be able to find a good stewardship character. I can. Miles, he's 30. Olivar, 28. This guy's a genius too. If they happen to have a kid, which they won't because she's 46. Give me one sec. Let me get Miles. Here. Click on her again. Find spouse. Click on Miles. Open him up in there. There we go. And then I need to find a woman that I can marry her off to. Which there is no... I don't have any women in my court. Okay. Well, this sucks because he's a genius and he's a prosperous senator. And he's greedy. Which makes a lot of good money. This sucks. He's also homosexual, which is not a big deal if you're just marrying off for alliances. Or for things. We can try to get a wet nurse. Sure. See what comes along. We got Jenna, 24, 8 stewardship, and 7 stewardship. And neither of these are good, but what does happen, she's got a child. What does happen is if we get her 24, how much are you? 3 gold, poor for what it is. But the thing is if I get her, she's 24 years old and I can marry her off. That's literally all I want. I don't really care about having a wet nurse. I just want to arrange you a marriage, find a spouse. And we will go stewardship. And you will marry to... Wait a minute. Yeah, you'll marry to Miles. Hopefully he can get you a pregnancy, matrilineal, so he'll come here. And I can put him as my steward, which I don't want to move my kid, but I'm actually going to get rid of... What are you good at? You're good at that, so we're going to move you to here, actually. We're going to swap... I can't swap my son or my brother with that. Can't put him in the admiral spot, which is odd. There we go. I don't know why I couldn't put my son there, or my brother there, which is makes no sense, but we'll do that and then switch them for that. There we go. So now that's 30, which doesn't boost our domain holding like I thought it would. But either way, we got a 30, so that should really help us there. He'll only be alive for a couple of years. I'm just kind of hoping that she gets pregnant by him. That was a weird marriage that we did. Truly, I'm not going to lie, that was an odd marriage. She's 24 years old, and he is 71. That is screaming Walter Frey. But can't do anything about it. Alright, Varynden Keep now has that. Heard an eerie story. I will do that, but what happened to my gold? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what happened to my gold? It's my men-at-arms. My son Arthur seems to have been having a difficult time at our last feast. He snuck out early and was not seen for the rest of the evening. Gains impatient, shy, or gluttonous. We'll give him impatient. That's not a big deal. Lord Swaylen. Arthur Varynden gets Squire. for this guy, who is an absolutely terrible knight, but he is a knight, so we'll take it. Whatever. We'll get my son knighted, which will be fine. The sermon. Sadistic, zealous, ambitious. We will go ambitious. We'll gain a little bit of stress. We're gonna gain, ooh, athletic, which is perfect. We have Lord Robin's grand wedding. What is this grand wedding? What do you mean? Who are you marrying? Marriage of Raymond Peasbury and Demary Fell. Oh. Wow, that's a crazy marriage, actually. But actually, sure, let's go. Let's go see it. This is a good time to gain some prestige, a little bit of renown, possibly. We're kind of at a standstill until I can figure out something to do with this domain. I need him to die, is what really needs to happen. I need him to die. He is 86 years old. God, he just won't die. Exciting. The formal part of the wedding, the ceremony, is finally behind us. Everyone is smiling in anticipation for the gargantuan meal, exciting entertainment, and general revelry that is about to be offered. Let's lose some stress. Always like to lose stress. If we can lose stress, we lose stress. I do not care about anything else. I gained snooty for 15 years. I am sadistic, so I lose 15 stress as well. I gain approachable for 15 years. Ooh, perfect. I gained a diplomacy skill for that. Let's do groom to rule. My kids can begin, whoa. Learning by 2 and intrigue by 3. My kids just, yeah, that's spiked. That was good. That was really good. Praise the party, getting some prestige. We're gonna need that. Higher standards of courtesy. Who's Lord Darian? Lord Dorian of Hurston. Yeah, yeah, we'll do that. Wasn't paying attention, has the right idea. Think I'm on the side of Egrid. High Septon. Let's be friends with High Septon. They're gonna bed together real quick, and then that should be it. Let us gain some prestige again. Yeah, see, that's guest of the wedding of the century. Nice. 2 diplomacy. I gained some really good stuff for attending that, actually. Quite surprised. I'm not gonna gain anything from having my brother here as a vassal, or as an alliance. He's already my vassal. I need to figure out something to do with this holding. I shouldn't have taken that yet. I didn't think about that. I need him to die. Look at the old man. He's literally on his deathbed. He has been infirm. He has cancer and he's malnourished. He has been sick, and he's a murderer for like, I couldn't even tell you how long. He's been sick for so long now. And he just won't die. I have all this land. I can't do anything about it right now. I can't give this away either. I need a better wife. There's no way I can divorce her. She won't let me. I can send her this to this. It won't work. It would be easy to murder her, though. But is that this kind of person's thing, though? He's very zealous, significantly more often to join defensive holy wars, pledge to donate great holy wars, convert counties and vassals. Scared is very dishonorable and is significantly more likely to start hostile schemes, abuse their positions of regent, blackmail, find secrets, betray their friends and spouses. Okay, and will stoop incredibly low to further their goals. With that being said, 4 months with 34%. It'll only take 4 months to kill her. Oh, it'll only take 4 months per phase. This will extend it to a longer than 4 months, but the problem is it will help with secrecy. I don't know how long it'll take though, and how secrecy it will be. 34 with 6 months of grace. Oh, nobody in here is going to want to join me. Uh-oh. Alright, hold on. I just want to kind of see what the next phase... Pause. Exit this. Abandon. Don't care. I'm not a murderer. She's never going to find that out. He died. He is now over his domain. He does... No. Shit. Damn it, man. This sucks. His daughter, Lady Demiri, is married to Lady Raymond. I should have seen that. That was what the marriage was. Lord Raymond of Greatstock. What if I tried to murder you? Very hard. What if I tried to murder her? Very easy. 11 months. That's a sway, not murder. What am I doing? Murder. Very hard. House Fell just becoming friends with everybody. Alright. I need to make some moves here. We have 3 kids to marry off. You are 11. We need to find you an alliance. House Pippingrow. I don't know why I always click that. Pippingrow is not bad. Where are you at? Wait, you were an adventurer? No, actually, you were in the Stormlands. Oh no, you are not in the Stormlands. You are way over in the Reach. Yeah, you're in the Reach. You're way outside of where I need to be. Oh, you are hunchbacked. Nope. Sarah Libar, 3,000 men. You were in the Reach as well. You're actually not that far from me. You were right outside of my stuff. You would not be a bad marriage. Sarah Liber. She's pretty too, and she's a wise woman. She's just pretty in general. That's not a bad marriage. Where's Vipryn? Where's this at? This is up in the Vale. 2,700 men. I think I'm gonna go right here. Let's check this one with Castlewood. How many is that? No. Yeah, I think we're gonna go Liburn. We're gonna go Liburn. He's marrying here. Proposal. They're right here. They're now allies to us right here. That is an ally. Truce with Boss Edmund of Brushmill. Allied to Lord Zachary of Cat's Claw. We also need to find one for our second son. He's 9. I need somebody close. We have House Brune, which I think is up, yeah, up here in the Claw kind of area. Choice March, which is at the bottom of the Stormlands. 1,800 soldiers. That's over in Pentos. Pentos. Not Pentos, but I really don't want to marry his bastard, Ronessa. She's not bad. She's got decent traits. Desmarie Foot. That's Dorne. No, Old Town. Where even are you supposed to be? You're supposed to be Lordship of Nuns Deep. Where's that at? That's in the... That's almost in the... That's in the Westerlands. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We need... Let's do Alliance Power. This is gonna... It's not always right to do it this way, but... This is how I'm gonna do it this way. Buckwell of Deerfield, which is just in the Riverlands. Leaf Lake Highlands. An Astermind, which is the Danes. Yeah, this is the Danes. She's 1 though. I'm not gonna marry a 1-year-old to my 9-year-old. Very well in the reach, not too far from me. I gotta buy alliance power, which is fine. Let's see here. We got Tilly Withers. We've got Elena Withers. Sharon Ashford. That's really close to me too, actually. Ashford's not that far, and they have 3,300 soldiers. Lena Butterwell. She is also a genius, and she is even closer to me. She is in Ferrybridge, which is not that far. Kellington. This is my cousin. I love. It's just 1-year-old though. House Gar. In the Riverlands. Yeah, but she's not that. That's not that far. 3,000 soldiers. She's 8. She's a disputed heritage, so she's a bastard, I'm thinking. Yeah, Lady Taya of Hagdorn. Or Hagdorn. But she's pensive, zealous, and ambitious, which is a good match for my son, Aeron. Because he is fickle, ambitious, and charming. This isn't a bad one. I think we're going to go with this one. That'll give us some pretty decent alliances there. And then Kristen Varynden is spindly, but he's 1 year old. This is something a little easier. We could just throw on alliance power, hit down, find one that's like 1 or 2 years old, and call it a day. This one doesn't have to be finished out either. House Dunn of Dunsbridge. Oh, that's over in Pentos. Nuns Deep again. Crestfall, that is in the Vale. Egerton is right above that. It's a 0-year-old, 1,500. That's literally right there, 1,400. Farmwell is also right there in Rosby. Lower Valeman, she's 27. I'm thinking we actually go with Hagtree. She's Hale. She's 0 years old. It's perfect. Spindly and Hale. It's a very weird mixture. But I don't think the kid's gonna make it that long. I'm just trying to get alliances right now. I don't think he's gonna last. Pretty sure he's gonna end up dying. He's got a massive army because of my liege, which they have a really good army compared to ours. They have 7,800. We have 9,400. But I have to go for the Independence War. I need to... I wouldn't even get to the Stormlands, actually. Oh no, I would become Stormlands because I'd get out from underneath him, not of Housefell, because Housefell's not their liege. So I got one here, one here, one here. Those are my alliances. He just has the Fells. I think we could do this. I think we can do this. 400 for war. I only have 37 gold, so this is going to drain my bank account, but I'm hoping that my allies get here pretty quick so that we can just walk over them. Alright. This is going to be a rough one. Hopefully everybody will accept. Alright, everybody's in. And I can call Lord Edgemric. I'm going to call him in. He's going to fight against his liege. Lord Alfardor. Lord Zachary is in. Master Harston is in. And my brother is in. Or my nephew, my uncle is in. This might have actually just become doable. This might have just become doable, actually. We're just gonna quickly, instantly kill these guys. Yeah, we're gonna catch them real quick, I think. We're gonna try to, at least. We're just gonna go back and fight them, because they're running faster than we can. They've got massive military power here. Where are you? You're already gonna be doing their lands here, so we're just gonna run right back in. Come on. There we go. All of our allies are here. This will be quick. This is our first big war. This is for our independence. I didn't expect this one to be such a big war, to be honest, with all of our vassals, but here it is. Let's just go for their capital. They're gonna go for one of our capitals, but we're going for theirs. And they're gonna come fight us. House Fell especially will probably come fight us. Alright, we're gonna be doing 2 different places at once, which would be nice. They're over here sieging down some castles and some land that doesn't really matter, while we're taking their capital and some other lands. Are they really just all over the place, attacking lands that don't really matter? That's what it looks like. Alright, they already grabbed that one, so that's 28%. Alright, is my father. Wars are expensive and the independence war is no different. The treasury rapidly emptying. I need to think about how I can pay my soldiers to keep the field on the battle. We could collect war taxes for 3 years. Cut non-essential military expenditures. Or things will work out in the end, they always do. We're going to... War will create many opportunities. 40 stress, let's do that. Let's also take golden obligations for hooks. And then on top of that... I didn't equip any of these. They're already equipped, okay. I do need to repair some of these, so after this war, we're gonna do that. Let's get this done. My son and Arthur have been impressed with one of the household knights for a very long time. After meeting with him in person, he's been repeating the warrior's words to himself. Work hard and you can master anything. Indeed, you become diligent, my good son. Blythedern, my capital, was under attack for a second, but no longer is. Arthur's first in robing. As I patiently wait the fetching of my clothes, the servant stutters, my lord, I know no one can find your garments. My son stole my clothes. The little scoundrel. Alright, we'll take that. It's funny, actually. Gaining some stress, but that's okay. I did lose my steward. He was pretty old to begin with, so it's not that big of a deal. Alright, we finished the siege. That's 46%. We truly need to just go kill them. But first, we are going to help here. Taking a couple of these lands. Lord Raymond died. Okay. Lady... please tell me these... Okay, it's only 1,900 soldiers. We need to hurry. We need to get this done. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. They're gonna start calling in a lot of people. We need to get this done. Where did my allies go? Are they with me? Yeah, they are. Oh my god, we have so many men here. Honestly, we should just take it to them. We're gonna finish this one before they're done with theirs, I think. They're not gonna have as many men as we do. They have 6,500, we've got, like, almost double that. It's faithful trait excommunicated. Oh, this is fun. Alright, well, we're about to kill. But we're taking this. We've lost the siege. Alright, Lord's Restorers, note the truth. It has been hidden for too long, despite what you may have thought. I was, in fact, born of Vassal and King Aeron. I ask you, the rest of the realm, to recognize the reality of the implication that brings. Well, that's crazy. I kind of already knew that because I was looking into it. But, anyway, this just turned into a little bit more of a mess than I expected. I need to take this land, go kill them quickly. Yeah, we need to go kill them real fast. Okay, the amount of pop-ups kind of gets a little nuts. I have no reason to get involved here. Invalidated, come on. This is aggravating. Because I'm independent now. So aggravating, to be honest. Why would you go to war? Who rose up? So they're going to war for Aegon's bastard against the king, Aegon the Fourth, the Laughing Dragon. The Tullys. Why would you go to war right now? For what? What is this war? How many soldiers do you have? Please tell me that you have more than like... Well, you got a whole ass dragon. But you are so fucked, man. Why would you even do this? You really thought this was a good idea. You even have the Hightowers and the Lannisters on your side. But the fact that these two right here almost have 100,000 soldiers, they've got like 85,000 just in their own. Lannisters are 12 grand or 12,000, and the Old Town is 21. These two alone double that. These two alone almost have as many attackers as they do alone. Oh my god. This is actually really irritating, the way that that just happened. Completely screwing my war. Because he only is allied to Lord... Oh no, that's the wrong person. Here you go, Peaceberry. He's allied to Lady Michella and Captain Ryman. But the problem is, if I get declared war... Not against him, but against... As soon as this war is over, I could then, of course, declare war again on Oldfield to try to become... Well, because... I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see this. I don't have the gold for it yet. I am not an independent rule either. Okay, so that just screws everything up here. That really is just an upsetting turn of events. Our war gets invalidated, and then we're kind of just stuck here waiting for this big war to be over, which I didn't even join. I don't even want to be a part of it. Not to mention I was excommunicated. I don't even know what this is. Head of the faith, seen as criminals by other characters and of their faith. The independent rulers that have been excommunicated may have an excommunication war declared on them. To forgive them by switching to a different faith. I need to go to my head of faith real quick. Who even are you? High Septon, the Bright One. I even tried to become friends with you. He won't accept this, and I can't do it because I have recent excommunication. It's not going to happen anytime soon. I don't have the piety for that anyway. Sword fealty to Lord Andrew. Oh, okay. It's back to normal. They lost the war already. And they're hurting. Ooh, do I just go to war again? I have 3 times the amount of, or double the amount of military he has, and I can go to war with him again. But I think I'm gonna save that for next episode. We should be good now. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. That was a crazy episode. A lot of twists and turns there that I didn't expect. But the next episode will probably be recorded directly after this one, so you know there'll be some time where I'll have 3 episodes, 4 episodes before I'll really be able to take recommendations or anything like that. I'd like to do 2 at a time, but sometimes like tonight, where I'm in a recording session where I just do back-to-back episodes. So, you know, that being said, it makes it easier to record, but at the same time, I'm missing out on some of y'all's recommendations. But at least you guys get episodes one after another, which is kind of how I'd like it to be. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys hopefully independent in the next episode. See y'all later.